Oh man, I really don't want to do this today, but we got to do it. There's a lot of stuff going on. First of all, let's see, Just a Walking Fish interviewed a physicist. They did a little flat earth review, and the links are all in the description for all the videos I talk about. I hope I got it all right. Anyway, this is very interesting. Robert has a YouTube channel called SulfaPowder, and the link is in the description. Very, very interesting discussion. And here is his channel. And then, let's see, Fluffy Dino Lads 4 from Dapper Dino. That came out. And then we had some interesting things, a couple of debates. First one was debate prep on Smokey's channel, which debate preps are always very interesting. Kind of get a view into how they think. Taking on TJump, and that was the prep for the modern day debate. Are atheists afraid to bear the proof burden? TJump versus Smokey. Now, I don't know if I totally agree with TJump on this stuff. I think it depends. There is the kind of atheist or kind of agnostic atheist, and I don't think they bear a burden of proof. You can just not believe in something, and I'm a little bit divided on that. I am the hard atheist type in that I do have justification for my hard atheism, so I consider myself that. There's sort of a fight between the two, but anyway, it's an interesting debate. And then we had a big debate with Erika, and there was Smokey prep, and there were some more lousy things said about me in this because I poked the bear, got on the chat. There's that. And then, this one is very interesting. There's Mr. Batman showed up, and I think this may have been where Nirushan showed up, and he is a character to watch, but there'll be a little more about him in a minute. And then, of course, we had the debate, which was just too nice. Come on, Erika. You're just too nice. And Smokey was pretty damn nice, too. He was very, very restrained and good. So, worth watching. And then, of course, they had an after show that went 11 hours and 47 minutes. I think there were like 7,000 lines of comments or live chat on this show. And this went on and on. And this was very interesting because in the middle of this thing, I think is where, logical, implausible, and probably wrong took on Dan, who's an actual evolutionary biologist, a doctor with a doctorate, and went head to head with him like Maddox actually knows something. This is worth watching if you want to see the true character of John Maddox. Anybody, I had Dr. Dan on my Dr. Dan Stern Cardinal on my show, and I was afraid of the man. I was humble, and I've studied this stuff a lot longer than Maddox has. But here Maddox, pretends, he knows so much more than the PhD evolutionary biologist. My God, what is wrong with this guy? Some sort of bizarre narcissism. I don't know, but I think we're going to go into this in some detail. And LPP makes a claim about ribosome proofreading, and he just doubles down on it. And I have been looking for papers about ribosomal proofreading, and to tell you the truth, they're hard to find. Maddox insists he has one. And the interesting thing here is Dan asked him for the title and the author of the paper. Maddox absolutely refused to give him that, just like he did with the mRNA. It's the same bullshit over and over again. Maddox sitting on his little gem of a paper. And then the other claim was that Maddox reads 4 or 5 scientific papers a day. If anybody can read more than one paper a day, I mean, actually read it, then that's your only job. I mean, I don't know. You know, maybe there are superhuman beings that can read 4 or 5 papers a day, but Maddox is not one of them. This is really interesting. And Shadow Dancer makes an appearance later on. And then I think Maddox falls asleep at some point here. It goes on for another 8 hours with who that Jungle Jargon. And then this Peter D. Tucker, who's a very interesting character. Another one to watch that we'll learn more about. And then we had, let's see, okay, that's the bullshit. This is the history of my little problem with Smokey. Now, I sent an email to Smokey today, kind of extending an olive branch. I've said what I need to say. I don't need to deal with Smokey anymore. And I'm hoping that we can just let it drop, not be challenging each other. Smokey has some interesting Christianity worth taking a look at. And he seems very knowledgeable about biblical text. And I've never had anything bad to say about him before. But for some reason, he just came after me. I don't know, because I didn't listen to him. I'm not sure. Anyway, I did the whole Smokey hiss thing and all of that. And then, yeah, that's the Maddox thing. The history is all in Smokey hiss, where I kind of explain the history of the problem. And I believe I defended myself on the points I wanted to defend myself on. They take a little soundbite, they find a little nugget, and they go after you. And it's like standing for truth with this bullshit when I said in an after show that I was blindsided by, what was it, satellite DNA. And they just kept repeating it. I mean, they get their little nugget. And it's the same as their quote mining. They'll pick one little line out of something like goddamn, scientist says in public. And they'll just run with it. And they keep running it over and over again with laugh tracks. And it just shows how desperate young Earth creationism is. Pretty bad. And let's see, there is something coming up, which is Nirushan. Smokey's going to have a conversation today with Nirushan. And I'm not sure when that is, but it's scheduled for today. This Nirushan guy is interesting. Now, he is on the creationist ID side, but the man speaks knowledgeably. And I'm really looking forward to listening to what he has to say. And I think he has some kind of PDF book, too. So what else we got here? Okay. Response to Snake and SJ Prep, and on Praise That I Am, and I think that ran for, oh my God, 4 hours. Interesting stuff there. Then we have watching science videos with Speed of Sound. I'm going to post this. This is on Top Dog Shaddock's site, and he plays these kind of very interesting science videos from some site. And we just had a little bit of a conversation that happened last week, actually. Then, of course, we had Standing for Truth. He came out with his second book in like a week. He had a made simple version. And now he has Why Human Evolution is False, the Scientific Case for Independent Origins. And I've been, checking it and working on it. I think I'm up to page, I don't know, 20 as far as having fact check stuff. And we are going to be reviewing this. We're going to have kind of a study workshop for this thing. But I'm kind of waiting for the PDF, because I'll be damned if I'm going to photograph every page and pick out all the quotes. But this book, it's horrible. It's nothing more than Standing for Truth's Gish Gallop punctuated with these pictures of papers, that supposedly make his case. And it's all propaganda, and it's preachy so far. Nothing substantial here. He draws from contested bones. I'm not going to deal with that stuff because RJ has already dealt with it. And let's see. And RJ did his Wednesday show, and that is on Jensen's bullshit book, Replacing Darwin. And that's worth watching. And then we have, let's see. Oh, RawMatt, I don't know what this is all about, but he posted this soft tissue thing again, and I'm not sure exactly. Yeah, there's some stuff on soft tissue, usual bullshit. Oh, by the way, the introduction that RawMatt does for this book and the last one are both exceptional reads. Let me just give you a preview. I am a gerontologist. I am not only a creation apologist and a member of Team SFT. I'm a gerontologist, microscopist, author, lecturer, ordained minister with a doctorate in divinity. I'm also certified at every known system of herbalism worldwide and supplement formulator for Marcus Rothkrantz Body Force product lines. My goodness, I don't know what the hell kind of credentials, but a doctorate in divinity? Where do you get that? That ought to be interesting. I don't know why that's doing that, but we don't want it to do that. And let's see what else we got here. Oh, Nephilim Free did a Self-Delusion of Evolutionists and Atheists on July 11th that I didn't mention. He's got his usual muddy mountains, you know, that were folded and twisted by the flood. Anyway, I don't know what else is going on. I'm hoping the Smokey thing dies down and we can get back on track a little bit. We are going to be doing the Standing for Truth thing. I've got a comeback for microRNA and a little bit of information about microRNA that I want to do concerning John Mad Ox. And we are going to be, there was one other thing we're going to be doing. I can't remember what it is. I'm sorry. Maybe I'll put it in the description. Anyway, that's all I got for you for today.